The sun rises over the West Philippine Sea, casting golden light across the restless waters. Each new day brings both hope and challenge to these storied seas, where history and destiny meet at the horizon. The morning rays illuminate the BRP Gabriela Silang, a state-of-the-art offshore patrol vessel of the Philippine Coast Guard, gleaming as it stands watch over the nation's maritime frontier. Its white hull cuts through the deep blue, a bold statement of presence and resolve. Every surge forward is a reminder that the Philippines is no longer a passive observer, but an active guardian of its own waters. On deck, sailors move with a new confidence, their steps purposeful, their eyes alert. Their mission is now more vital than ever, as they carry the weight of national pride and responsibility on their shoulders. These waters, rich in marine resources and crucial for international trade, have become a front line in a high-stakes geopolitical contest. Here, the world's attention is fixed, and every action echoes far beyond the waves. The Gabriela Silang is not alone. It's part of a growing fleet, each ship a symbol of the Philippines' renewed commitment to sovereignty. Together, they form a shield projecting unity and determination across the archipelago's vast maritime domain. Advanced radar and surveillance systems sweep the horizon, searching for threats, foreign militia, illegal fishers, and smugglers. Technology now amplifies vigilance, giving the Coast Guard eyes that never sleep. This is more than a routine patrol, it's a declaration to the world that the Philippines will defend its maritime rights, no matter the odds. Every patrol is a promise kept to the nation and its people. The captain, once limited by aging ships and outdated equipment, now commands a vessel built for speed, endurance, and rapid response. With modern technology at their fingertips, the crew can react to any situation with confidence and precision. The Coast Guard can now protect fishermen, respond to emergencies, and intercept threats with unprecedented efficiency. Lives are saved, livelihoods are protected, and the nation's interests are secured, often in the face of danger. These ships are not just tools, they're a statement of national will. Each vessel, each flag raised at sea, is a testament to the enduring spirit of the Filipino people. The crew knows they are part of a historic shift, the first generation to serve on a truly modern fleet. Their pride is matched only by their sense of duty, as they forge a new legacy for those who will follow. Their mission is quiet but crucial, ensuring the rule of law prevails in contested waters. Every watchful gaze and every careful maneuver helps secure peace and stability for millions of Filipinos. They are the guardians of the Philippines' maritime future, standing firm against uncertainty and challenge day after day. Their presence deters aggression and supports Filipino livelihoods, allowing local communities to fish and trade in safety. The Coast Guard's watchful eyes mean hope for families who depend on the sea. This is the dawn of a new era, one defined by strength, resilience, and resolve. The transformation is visible, not just in ships and equipment, but in the spirit of those who serve. The world is watching, and the message is clear. The Philippines stands ready. Its sentinels are vigilant, its resolve unshaken, and its commitment to peace and sovereignty unwavering. The sentinels of the West Philippine Sea are here to stay, steadfast, vigilant, and prepared to defend the nation's future, no matter what challenges may come. To truly grasp the significance of these new ships entering Philippine service, we must first look back and remember the recent past, a time defined by struggle, improvisation, and unwavering hope. For decades, the Philippine fleet was a patchwork of aging hand-me-down vessels, relics from World War II, kept afloat by ingenuity and grit. These ships, many older than the sailors who served on them, were a testament to the resourcefulness of the Filipino spirit, but also a stark reminder of the nation's limited means. Mechanical failures and slow speeds were daily realities. Crews worked tirelessly to keep engines running, often cannibalizing parts from other ships just to stay operational. This made it nearly impossible to chase down modern threats or respond quickly to emergencies, leaving the country's vast maritime borders exposed and vulnerable. Meanwhile, Chinese ships, larger, newer, and more numerous, often harassed Filipino fishermen and blocked access to traditional fishing grounds. These confrontations were not just about territory, but about livelihoods and national pride. The BRP Sierra Madre, intentionally grounded on a Yungan shoal, became a symbol of this era, a rusting outpost of defiance standing alone against overwhelming odds. Its battered hull and weathered decks told a story of sacrifice and steadfastness. Filipino Marines stationed there rely on dangerous resupply missions, often harassed by Chinese Coast Guard ships. Each journey to bring food, water, and medicine highlights the stark power imbalance and the daily risks faced by those defending Philippine sovereignty. This vulnerability bred frustration, but it also forged a unique resilience and determination among the sailors and Marines. They learned to adapt, to endure, and to never give up, no matter how dire the circumstances. The sailors who served on these old ships learned hard lessons in perseverance and the high stakes of maritime security. Every mission, every patrol, was a test of willpower and resourcefulness, shaping a generation of naval personnel. The constant pressure in the West Philippine Sea forced a national reckoning. The country realized that something had to change if it was to protect its people, its resources, and its future. The legacy of Rus became the catalyst for modernization, a resolve to never be so vulnerable again. The hardships of the past inspired a new vision, a modern, capable Navy ready to face the challenges of a changing world. Out of struggle, a new chapter began. The Philippine Navy's transformation is not just about new ships, but about honoring the sacrifices of the past and building a future where the nation's maritime defenders stand strong and proud. The turning point came with a bold decision. The Philippines would modernize its fleet. The government launched an ambitious acquisition program, partnering with Japan, France, and the United States. Japan delivered the Teresa Magbanua class, large, multi-role vessels that transform patrols with their range and endurance. France contributed the state-of-the-art BRP Gabriela Silong, equipped for diverse missions. The US transferred robust former Coast Guard cutters, filling critical gaps. These new ships brought speed, endurance, and advanced technology, game changers for the Coast Guard. Now, patrols are persistent, and the fleet can respond rapidly across vast maritime territories. Crews train on modern systems, operating ships on par with regional powers. The sight of white-hulled vessels in the nation's exclusive economic zone is now routine. The era of making do is over. The Philippines is serious about defending its maritime interests. The modern fleet is a clear statement of intent and capability. The Philippines isn't trying to match China ship for ship. It's building effective presence. Instead of engaging in a costly arms race, the focus is on making every vessel count, ensuring that each ship is where it matters most, when it matters most. The strategy centers on endurance. New vessels are designed to stay at sea for weeks at a time, maintaining a constant watch over vital maritime areas. This allows the Philippines to keep a vigilant eye on its waters, even in remote regions, and to respond quickly to emerging situations. Persistent patrols not only deter illegal activity, such as poaching and smuggling, but also reassure Filipino fishermen that they are protected. The presence of the Navy and Coast Guard builds trust and confidence among local communities who depend on the sea for their livelihoods. Rapid response is now possible across the archipelago's vast and often challenging coastline. From piracy in the southern waters to illegal fishing in the north, the Navy can now reach trouble spots faster than ever before, making the seas safer for everyone. Faster, more agile ships mean that threats can be intercepted and emergencies addressed before they escalate. Whether it's a distress call from a fishing boat or a suspicious vessel entering Philippine waters, the Navy is ready to act at a moment's notice. This shift is about being proactive, not just reactive, preventing incidents before they happen. By maintaining a visible and constant presence, the Philippines can shape events at sea, rather than simply responding to them after the fact. The goal isn't to win a single naval battle, but to win the daily struggle for control and influence at sea. It's about showing resolve and commitment, day in and day out, in the face of ongoing challenges. By focusing on endurance, presence, and speed, the Philippines is building a force uniquely tailored to its geography and security needs. Each new ship, each patrol, strengthens the nation's ability to safeguard its maritime interests. It's a strategy of resilience, not aggression, one that values persistence, adaptability, and the well-being of those who serve at sea. The new fleet is a deterrent, visible, credible, and always on watch. Its presence sends a clear message. The Philippines is committed to defending its waters, no matter the challenge. This is how the Philippines secures its future in contested waters, by staying vigilant, persistent, and ever-present, ensuring that its sovereignty and resources are protected for generations to come. Modernization isn't just about imports, it's about building at home. The Philippines is investing in domestic shipbuilding, aiming for self-reliance and strategic independence. Local shipyards are now producing patrol craft, giving engineers and workers vital experience with advanced technologies. Each locally built ship strengthens the economy, creates skilled jobs, and keeps defense spending within the country. Maintenance and upgrades can now be done at home, reducing costs and boosting readiness. This approach links national security with economic growth, a holistic vision for the future. Building ships locally is a powerful step toward true sovereignty at sea. The journey is challenging, but it's essential for a secure, independent Philippines. The new fleet is changing lives across the Philippines. For fishermen, Coast Guard patrols mean safety and the freedom to work in their own waters. For Coast Guard crews, modern ships bring pride, professionalism, and a sense of purpose. Morale has soared, and the ability to respond to disasters has improved dramatically. Coastal communities now trust that help will arrive when storms hit or emergencies strike. The national narrative is shifting, from helplessness to pride, from frustration to resolve. Modern ships standing their ground are now symbols of dignity and strength. This transformation is about more than hardware. It's about restoring confidence and asserting the nation's rightful place. The sea change is real, and it's reshaping the Filipino spirit. The Philippines' naval modernization is about deterrence, not escalation. The goal is to make aggression costly and risky, preventing conflict before it starts. Modern ships enable effective patrols, law enforcement, and documentation of violations. The core strategy is gray zone deterrence, countering intimidation with persistent, professional presence. White-hulled Coast Guard vessels signal law enforcement, not military confrontation, de-escalating tensions. By being present, these ships deter illegal fishing and harassment without firing a shot. The message: the Philippines will defend its rights peacefully, but firmly. Modernization gives the country the tools to stand up for itself and uphold the rules-based order. This is a mature, responsible approach: security through strength, stability through law. The Philippines is charting a path of confidence and restraint. The Philippines' maritime transformation is a journey from vulnerability to resilience. New ships are building blocks of security, giving the nation eyes, ears, and hands to protect its waters. This capability empowers the country to enforce its laws and defend its resources. A stronger fleet makes the Philippines a more reliable regional partner and a stabilizing force in Southeast Asia. Allies invest in Philippine security because a resilient Philippines benefits the region. The nation is no longer a weak link but an active player in regional stability. The foundation is set, strength through self-reliance and strategic effort. This quiet revolution is reclaiming the Philippines' maritime identity, one patrol at a time. The journey is far from over. The horizon holds new challenges and opportunities. The next phase: more ships, more advanced capabilities, and a deeper focus on local shipbuilding. Training and supporting the people behind the fleet is just as vital as acquiring hardware. The Philippines is building a future of confidence and capability, no longer navigating from a position of weakness. The new ships are the vanguard of this future, a symbol of determination and hope. The voyage continues, with the direction clear and the resolve unwavering. The Philippines is charting its own course, protecting its home. The sentinels of the West Philippine Sea are just the beginning.